Hi guys, I'm going to be talking to you about the time I went sailing in gale force winds in New Zealand. So this was part of a program called SEA through UMass Boston. You spent 6 weeks over in Winslow, Massachusetts, and then you'd sail for 6 weeks on a 130-foot tall ship somewhere in the world. So my trip, we sailed out of Auckland, New Zealand, and then we sailed up to the Kermadec Trench. It would have been a similar path to if you were sailing to Fiji, to give you an idea of where we were going. And towards the end of the trip, on the last week, as we're heading back up the coast of New Zealand, towards Auckland, we got into some really heavy wind. I was working down in the kitchen/galley, cleaning up the dishes from the dinner, and all of a sudden the boat just pitches to probably about a 30-40 degree angle. And so all of a sudden everybody's yelling, screaming, because this is getting to the point of it being dangerous if it keeps going. And so I scramble up to the top, and everyone's already pulled down sails so that they're no longer and the boat's not keeling as much. And they did this for a little bit, and they let down most of the sail. And I was working on the evening shift that day, and as it went on, the wind continued to pick up and up and up. We would later find out that we were sailing in gale force winds that were about 50 knots. And they were very worried about our safety. I personally was having a fun time bouncing up and down the rough sea. Some people were not doing so well because they were getting seasick or they're very nervous about being so big. Our captain was nervous about our safety, and one of the things they had us do anytime that it got rough was they attached a rope. We had this harness that we were also supposed to always wear when we were working, and we clip onto the rope, and you would walk up with the harness, and you'd walk up to the front of the boat. And one of the things I had to do is I had to do hourly boat checks. And one of the times I did a boat check, and I walked up, and there was life preservers